I think the thing for us is our arrangements have a lot going on musically. There's glockenspiel, there's background vocals, there's extra drum layers. You know, some of our songs have 60 layers in the song, and we can't reproduce that on stage without a big orchestra. And so we just...
Yeah, or without playing, you know, like canned stuff.
Yeah, backing tracks.
Yeah, which we don't want to do.
And so we kind of replace the orchestration with fun, and it tends to work, I think.
Yeah, we just have a really great time. And the good thing is that, like, we haven't done that many live shows, so every time we get together with Ryan and Carlos, it's so much fun. Like, we do this because it's just great.
They're like our best friends, and they come over to the house all the time anyway, and so getting to play music with them is just the greatest thing in the world, and we don't get to play that often with them. Ryan lives in LA. Carlos is going to business school, and so when we do get an opportunity to play music together, it's the greatest thing in the world.
And usually our fans are like so into it, and they're just rocking out, and they know all the lyrics, and they're singing all the background vocals, and it's great.
Really fun.
It's just so much fun.
I like writing songs a lot. I also really enjoy writing processes a lot, because I feel like that helps you write a lot of songs. You can either work on a song, and that's like trying to catch a fish, or you can work on a process, and that's like learning how to fish, and then you can catch a bunch of fish, learning how to fish properly. And so I love experimenting with processes. Sometimes like I'll try something where I'll, like just the other day, 2 days ago, I hooked up all my pedals. I've been making electronic music and sitting in front of my computer and tweaking digital knobs and things. So I took all my guitar pedals and I hooked them up to my keyboard. I put them in front of me, right in front of the computer, and I started playing with knobs and playing the thing and recording the sound, and then layering the digital instruments on top of that and seeing if I got any inspiration from that. And like immediately, just that new process, that new layout and setup of gear and ideas was so inspiring. And I stayed in the studio for like 6 hours, and I really had to pee, but I didn't care because I was turning knobs and having a great time. And so yeah, the process is always changing, and I like to deliberately change those processes to keep writing new things. Pomplamoose main process, I think, though, is like when Natalie picks up her bass, I sit down at the keyboard, she sings a melody, I play some chords. That's really the essence of Pomplamoose.
Bass, chords, melody.
Bass, chords, and melody.
It starts with pretty old-fashioned instruments, and then we make it as, you know, modern or not modern as we want to. I mean, that's why we'll play everything from Mr. Sandman or Putting on the Ritz to Single Ladies and Telephone to, like, our recent stuff, which has been super electronic. Yeah. But for me personally, like how I wrote my last album, the way that I sort of found inspiration for that was that I found this little parlor guitar, which was on stage tonight, that's from like 1930, I guess. It's a Sears and Roebuck parlor guitar. And it just, you form this relationship with the instrument, and suddenly it's inspiring you more than any other guitar that you've ever played before. Mm-hmm. And that happens sometimes. I have a really old piano that I've written songs on for that same reason, where it's like, I don't want a brand new pristine piano. Like, I want something that has tone and like something that's lived in the world. And it's just really that's where a lot of my inspiration came from, at least musically. Lyrically, it came from other things.
Harmonically, for me, the sultan of harmony, the king of harmony, in my view, is Brad Mehldau. I just think he's got something that nobody else in the world has. In so many ways, just harmonically and even melodically, and how he plays is so lyrical and so characteristic. It's just, in 2 seconds, you know it's Brad playing the piano. Yeah. He's got such a clear voice. Mm-hmm. So I really like him for piano harmony. I draw a lot of inspiration. I just blatantly steal a lot of his chords for Pomplamoose arrangements. Mm-hmm. And then just like arrangement-wise, I grew up listening to like big band, and my dad loves Frank Sinatra and all those arrangements. So there's a lot of, I guess for the Pomplamoose arrangements, there's a lot of that same kind of counterpoint and like filling in the holes, and instruments playing with each other and talking to each other and things like that. After every show we play, we stand at the merch table and we greet people until there's no one left in the room. Sometimes that takes 2 hours, but we do that because I think because maybe it's because we're still a new band. I hope that we hold on to that appreciation, I think is what it is. But, you know, it's not been very long that we've had fans, and that's really exciting for us. And so I think of the people that we're shaking hands with in line and who tell us about their grandma who heard this song and that makes them think of these lyrics, and, you know, and then people who send us photos and cover art, and we meet a lot of people, I think. And so no, it doesn't feel like an amorphous bunch of people. It feels, I remember faces, and I remember
like a
people.
Community, yeah.
At the same time, we just shot a music video, and we invited our fans to come shoot the video with us, and 100 people showed up at the park, and we had a pizza party, and we bought sodas and 10 too many pizzas, and we had a party with all the fans. We hung out with them for literally all day, and that was just the cool. We played songs with people and it was the coolest thing. It was the best day ever.
Fun.
And that's really just about having fun and connecting with people and meeting people and having a nice time.